What do you do to properly send off a legend? I think we're coming close to it with what we're doing right here tonight. I simply want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. There's been a lot of confusion about what actually happened to my father, and I've taken painstaking detail to be very clear that it wasn't his heart. My father's blood vessels were damaged to a very significant degree from the years of not fasting for health or nutrition reasons, but for starving himself to bring attention to the ugliness in the world.
It's actually because of my uncle that I'm doing comedy. My junior year in college, I realized I hadn't read any of my uncle's books. I went to, yeah, you know when his family is like, ah, that's just Unc. So the two books that I knew that he wrote was Calluses on My Soul as well as Niggers. So I go to the library. I went to a white school in Mississippi. And I said, hey, do you all have Calluses on My Soul by Dick Gregory? So the lady starts typing in the computer, but she was typing like she was going to give me the book. All of a sudden, the type kind of slowed down, and her face got red, and she looked up with fear in her heart and said, we don't have Calluses on My Soul, but we have... And I was like, you better not say it. And she turned the entire computer screen and was like, we have that one right there. I said, you better have that one right there. So anyway, Dick was my dad's brother, and my dad passed away in 2005, and of course, all of his siblings was there, and they were there to say some kind words, but I think my uncle had fought for civil rights for so long that whenever he got a microphone in his hand, his mind kind of reverted back to the 60s and the civil rights movement, and he just kind of blacked out and said, my brother was a victim of this white racist tyrannical society. Huh? His body gave out on him. His blood cells gave out on him. Y'all want to know what blood cells? Them white blood cells was the ones that...
The first time my father heard this song, he cried. And when he got on stage, he said Malcolm, Martin, and Medgar never got the chance to hear their children talk about him. From hunger strikes to war on drugs, taking out the corporate thugs, you went to jail 1,000 times, exposing white supremacy crimes. From human rights to eating right, you led the world into the light, a universal God force. Information is your power source, fire starter, innovator, peacekeeper, magic maker, actor, author, philosopher, comedian, warrior, soul survivor, golden son, freedom fighter, chosen one, living legend, the coolest yet. See, the world still ain't caught up with you yet, no, no. Black man with the keys in your hands. Oh, you opened up the way for a new day. And facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on till victory, yeah, till victory is won. Yeah. I am a daughter of the struggle. I love you, Daddy.
And we also have a duty to minister and to serve and to comfort, most of all, the one who had not just been a mother to these 10, but when we needed her to be, a mother to all of us, Lillian Gregory.
We've had some acknowledgement of Lil. I want to do something kind of Rock Newman style if I can, because she's so great. Lillian, 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 Lillian. Stand up, everybody. Lillian, 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 Lillian. We love you.
And I was asked to explain my brother in one word. And I tried to pronounce the word that was spelled BTFL, BTL. And he said, what did that mean? I said, bigger than life. And then I was asked, what is it like being in the shadow of Dick Gregory? And I said, there's no problem being in the shadow of a giant.
In addition to fighting for equality, my dad also taught me and my siblings the importance of never being concerned about what people thought about you, and to understand that knowledge is definitely power. But my dad also taught me and my siblings stability, which would end up being profound. After all, my parents were married for 58 years.
You know, we love to talk about the story like a fable, but I'm gonna be real with it because that's what my father put in me. We're gonna talk about Dick Gregory. He put that fire in me of truth, and I will always speak that truth. We love to talk about how he refused to go on the Jack Parr show because he couldn't sit on the couch. But what we don't think about is the fact that he was willing to give up going from making $50 a week to $5,000 a night because of his principles. He didn't do that after the fact. He told Jack no before he knew Jack was going to call back and offer him to sit on the couch. And then when he did make it, he gave it all away. Again and again and again and again. I saw contracts for tens of millions of dollars that he tore up because they wanted to put something artificial in his product.
They go higher, 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 higher. Let me hear you take the lead.
Daddy.
Weekdays on TV One.
I will never lie to you.
Oh my God.
Roland Martin.
He doesn't want to talk to us. He wants to ignore us.
Uncensored.
Hell no. That ain't gonna cut it, boo.
Unapologetic.
No, that is fundamentally false. You are wrong.
Unfiltered.
He wants an America where we all look alike. He ain't talking about black people.
Unrelenting.
You better go work out, because you got a fight on your hands.
NewsOne Now with Roland Martin. Weekdays at 7 a.m. on TV One.